So here we are, Port Mansfield, March, with my good buddies from Mississippi, Patrick and Glenn. Patrick, how long ago was it when you got your 30?
Was it 4 or 5 years ago?
4 or 5?
4 or 5?
3.
And then Glenn got his. Glenn got a little one over 10 pounds. Glenn got a 9-pounder. They got the pressure on me, man, horribly. It's horrible. After the freeze too. What?
Yeah, no pressure. We only got break 11.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, they want an 11-pounder this trip.
32 and 11.
There we go. So anyway, we're down here. They drove 13 hours or so to get down here. We're fishing 4 days, and we're gonna have a good time. We went out yesterday evening. The water temperature was 51. The bay was tore up. I mean, horrible. We found one little green streak. And,
one little pocket of water.
One little good pocket of water. We ended up with like 20 trout.
Yeah, they were there.
They were there. Nothing real big, but at least we had a couple nice bites yesterday. Glenn got
What a nice eater.
Yeah, they would have been eating
drum.
Yeah.
Glenn came when he was really looking for this big black drum. But we're gonna give it a go for the next few days. We got some stable weather pattern coming in. It's warmed up a lot. It's really, really nice out here today. And we'll see what happens. But these are good, excellent anglers. If there's a fish within 100 square yards of our area, somebody's gonna catch one. We just need to get in the right place.
We'll get it.
Hope for the best. All right, thanks a lot. Every pothole matters. Okay, we're in like ankle deep water. The water's going to start coming up, and those fish are going to start moving away from us. So we're going to have to try to keep pace with them. We're in a perfect situation because it's going to shelf up, and they're going to get stuck a little bit, and we're going to hit those potholes. And we'll probably pull out a nice trout out of here.
Get them pinned in.
Get them pinned in. Wiggle-o, smoke and mirrors. You got one on top water. 16th or 3/32. Every single pothole matters. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Another trout though. It's a third trout in here. Little though, not the ones we were seeing. God, the bite's so dang soft. I know you hear it all the time, but God, it's just the truth all the time. They're not hitting hard right now. Working every single pothole very methodically. Missed one a second ago, but these bigger ones are not active yet. So we're working these potholes and these fish are not eating. I threw into a pothole and the fish are just swiping at it, and this is a perfect example of what can happen when they're not eating, but they're there. This is a big old fat trout, and it just came through and swiped at it. It's going to be interesting here. Little bitty pothole. God almighty. That's not exactly the way I wanted to catch a big trout. But just, they're not eating. They're not eating. Swiping at baits. I hooked one in the eye earlier, hooked one in the top of the head earlier. It's very frustrating to fish under these conditions. But since that cold snap happened, you can tell that how fat they are. Look at this fish here. That fish is super fat. It's a real nice trout, but boy, it's not very long, but I can tell you how fat it is. And I know those fish are here, we can see them. They just suckers aren't eating, it's tough. But this one, a little bitty pothole, threw into it, and I saw the flash just go by. And then it was on, and I knew it didn't feel right. And it was, you know, swimming sideways, but great fish.
There's one around, I'll find him. Little bitty red.
Hey, they're everywhere. There's trout all over the place. I'm seeing them when I'm running. They're not eating.
I'm catching a few. They just little. Yeah.
I had another 6 over
It's not
there.
terrible. They're 14 to 18.
That last one I caught was a 6-pounder and it ate it.
You did it?
Yeah. But I mean, when I'm making those loops, man, just coming up to you.
We're seeing, yeah, we're probably walking all over them, and little redfish are eating me up too.
Man, I don't know. We can go back.
You still throwing a jig head, or you go weedless in here?
Weedless 16th.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna maybe switch.
You gotta hit the potholes or don't even cast.
Yeah. Well, now.
But I think we saddle up and make a run back where I just made a loop through and start out a little deeper. Because I did see some out there. They're just not eating.
Yeah. Nah, I get it. Not the right ones are eating. There's a few eating. They're just little schoolies.
So after a long day of fishing out there, we pretty much went to one spot and hung out there most of the day.
Grinded it out.
Yeah, we were seeing fish. We knew the fish were there. You know, they were not committing at all today for whatever reason. So much so, I mean, there were some big fish in potholes. I foul hooked a 6-pounder in the belly to give you an idea. They were kind of swiping at it, and then he had a heck of a story. What happened?
We were throwing jigs in the potholes, working the potholes, and just wasn't getting many bites. And then switched over to a double D, had some fish swing at it, but nothing committed. Nothing was hitting it all the way. So switched over to topwater, nothing. Then finally switched over to a corky and caught a couple nice fish, couple decent fish on the outer edges of the pothole. All in all, it's a tough day, but it ended up pretty good. I mean, a couple solid fish on the corky.
So all those fish were in one pothole?
One pothole.
And you had thrown everything under the sun?
Everything in the same pothole.
So Patrick's a good angler, right? So he can he's savvy enough to figure this stuff out. Me, I'm too hard-headed. I keep throwing plastic in the pothole. But he switched 4 different styles of baits in the same pothole, maybe 3-4 times the size of my boat, And finally, how many did you pull out of there? 4?
I had 4 fish out of that pothole, and they were all anywhere 3.5, 4 pounds right in that same pothole.
Yep. So goes to show, switch it up if you need to. If you know or have confidence that the fish are there, which we did because we saw them when we were running around the boat, don't be afraid to switch it up like Patrick did here. Is a perfect example. Plastics, double D, topwaters, and then the corky, and this is the one right here, isn't it?
That's it. That's what did it.
So that's how it unfolded for Patrick and Glenn. Glenn was just working hard all day, weren't you, buddy?
Yeah, man. Grinding. My back hurts.
Well, it's a crisp hour of 5:39 p.m., so we're going to call it a day.